Welcome back. Well, there's a show, Gold Rush. It's back for an all-new season. If you haven't tuned in before, you absolutely should. It's fascinating. It highlights miners in Alaska as they try to strike it rich. And I had the opportunity to speak with Fred Lewis all about this new season. Let's take a look. Today we are focusing on the all-new season of Gold Rush, and there's gold in the ground. Everyone is ready to take it all. Today we have gold miner and series star Fred Lewis here with us to talk all about Discovery Channel's Gold Rush. Thanks for being here, Fred. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm actually up here in the Yukon right now. After this interview, I'm going back to work.
That's great to hear. And this season, correct me if I'm wrong, please, but it's focusing on last season, which started in April of gold mining. But you had a bit of a late start. Tell me about that.
Yeah, the winter before this season was one for the records. I think the snowfall up where we live here on top of the world was 30 to 40 feet. So it was an epic winter. So everything was frozen, and it's one of those things there. If humans hadn't have come up here, the ice probably would have stayed until this winter. So it was epic. It was one of the things that you see and you can't believe it. It's that type of environment, and it was unexpected. And then you've coupled that with the fuel prices, with the supply chain issues, with the price of gold not being really high right now. It was an epic season. And
I assume there's no way to get up there and check those conditions before you take your whole crew out because it's so remote.
Yeah, they were talking about a journey over a ferry that's during the winter is frozen, so it's not there. The ice road you can drive across is only safe during certain times of the year, and it's dark during the winter. There's really not a lot you can do but show up and cross your fingers and hope that everything is still there.
So essentially you wait so that you can take the ferry across. As soon as you can do that, you're willing to get out there and try it out.
Yeah, unless you want to do a 75-kilometer snowmobile ride, which I don't think I'm in the market for right now.
Yeah, no, absolutely not. Well, plus you have your whole team that you need to get out there. You need supplies to get it started. So it was a bit of a tough start. What can you tell us? Of course, we don't want to spoil anything, and this is what the season's all about, but what else can you tell us about what happened last season?
I can tell you that it's been definitely a game changer for us as a team. We've stepped out of our freaking comfort zone quite a bit this season. We've gone for a lot more than we ever have, and we're taking a lot of risks, and everything is thrown at us constantly. There was never a moment this season where we were looking for things to do. It was always responding to some kind of a catastrophe or some kind of an obstacle that Mother Nature threw at us. It's just been so epic. I couldn't even give away anything because there's so much.
Would you say you learned a lot, though, in this whole process of this past season?
Yeah, having a tough season like this under our belts definitely taught us a lot. We learned a lot of things to try and prevent some of the issues we had this season, and we're going to try those out over the winter. Who knows if it's going to work or not. And we've really realized this season how isolated we are. We're not even near any of the other miners. We're on a different side of the river. The supply chain issues has really opened our mind quite a bit. And we're just following a treasure map, basically, looking for that big pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
And you had experience in the military as a Green Beret, as a medic before you started this. What made you decide to become a gold miner, to embark in this industry?
It was that first moment where I found my first piece of gold, that I held it in my hand, and I felt that sense of accomplishment, that I realized that gold mining has a lot of parallels to the military, and it could be something that could benefit a lot of us. So at that moment, I just found every opportunity I could to learn. And when I saw the opportunity to start my own team, I jumped on it. And honestly, it was the best thing I've ever done. We live up here with a group of disabled vets, and we're in this environment together. We're fighting together. We're winning together. And it's just an amazing feeling. And it's all because we want to help inspire other people to kind of look more than they're looking, because in that transition, it's pretty hard to find your spot once you've been in the military as long as I was. And I think this showcases that we still got it in us. We just have to keep fighting. And I think, that's the most rewarding part of it.
and you seem to have such a deep passion for it and love it. But when it gets really tough and you have all these unexpected things thrown at you, do you question why you're there?
No, not once. I chose California Creek where we mine because it's more challenging than most. And I think without that challenge, without that constant threat of failure, the controlled chaos of it all, it wouldn't be as appealing to guys like me and gals like what we do. So it's part of it.
And that's such an inspiring thing to watch, and it can motivate, I think, everyone, no matter what they're doing. Anything else that you'd like us to know heading into this season premiere of Gold Rush?
I just think if you don't watch the season, you're missing out because there's so many things that have never happened before that are happening this year. And as far as our team goes, I really hope that we are able to showcase that we're doing this. Last couple of seasons have been kind of tough. This season, we're starting to turn a corner, and I really want people to understand that and to just kind of see what we're going through. It's a wild ride.
Well, thank you so much, Fred Lewis, for joining us right here. You're at the Yukon now. I appreciate you taking time away from everything that you are doing. Gold Rush season premiere on Friday, September 30th, premieres on Discovery Channel. And once again, thanks, Fred, for joining us.
Yep, thank you.